rhetorical question. I already know. Just making conversation.
He teased us. I'm like, you better not spoil. Imagine the menu character spoils the game. So we made it up. Basically, all we needed to do was get a book from those scientists. I'll just go back down and show you. So you just gotta get the book from there, and then take it to that panel, and you can get in. We got a ton of ammo in this store right here, so that one's barred shut. We got invisible targets.
Ready to waste it. On your command. We'll be terminated.
Dang, it took out everybody.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping it neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another
Engine ready.
Still, ain't as bad as it was in Andy's choice. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Oh man, you gotta figure out what's going on with their little so glad they made it where you can pick up everything. Because it was so annoying and so much time trying to change your inventory.
And who do we blame when a student fails? Why, their instructor, of course. Bishop Basar has failed this order as its preeminent luminary.
We gotta rescue her. He's gonna try to take her out and not on her team. Alright, mods. Notification.
The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
Well, this is a twisted way to try and stall us.
Right.
But we can't just leave
I'm
them.
open to opinions here. Let's see. Stall tactic or not, we can't risk killing the hostages.
Seer was right about one thing. We wouldn't be very good Earth Directorate agents if we just left them to die.
Good. Then let's get to freeing them.
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go. But he wanted us to surrender. He's lost his win.
Well, that's one place to put a safe. Reckon it's part of Wiley's puzzle somehow.
Here we go. What's going on? We just finished the Battlefield 6 campaign. Now we're
Reckon there's an actual
playing
solution
some more of
to
this
this
and then
puzzle?
we'll click on USA later.
Looks more like they scrambled a whole
graduated
lot of
yesterday.
nonsense together and packaged it as genius.
For medical billing coding specialist.
I could see an enemy like this.
That was a fire. I thought it was I was super tired last night. So I didn't play. Finally, we got 3 days and then we got the holiday next week. So, we got like 3 days next week. We gotta get grenades. Navigate. Use this. There we go. Man, I love this. Politics works with everything. So,
Displacing the fortified coordinates. Taking cover. Grenade in proximity.
down.
The possibilities are limited.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander. Practicing some battlefield medicine.
What in the where now?
One book. What is this lead? Oh, back to the beginning. we might have something. What is it? Can move. Alright, there's something in here that we're missing. Library collection. We're not coming down, that's for sure.
Hey, we've got movement.
Alright, see it.
No, I haven't encountered this much of a waste of time since I tried programming Val to understand sarcasm.
Alright, got it. How did it start? I think I can turn on the power. Oh, that was close. Saved him.
Ah, see? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the coin press machine!
Glad we saved those folk. But now we need to deal with the bastard behind all of this. Let's move.
They better not be at all hostile towards us after doing this mission. Oh, this is a good one. More base health. %, base health.
A random occurrence.
Looks like a fight.
Contact.
Hostile ahead. Contemplate. Troublemaker approaching.
Guess they don't know how to do
Got my lamps on an unfront.
middle here.
process.
Okay, the battle
The equation.
there we go. Using their own tactics. That's my grenade. I need the other pistol. Same one from before, but not underneath.
Let me handle this.
Let me know when you need.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Going up.
I'll be damned. Look at this place. You reckon they have a rendering of Tau Ceti hereabouts?
Different planets. Oh, okay, these are moons. Eden. That's the planet we just came from. So this is 2,256. rocket launcher.
So Clemens' killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peer, but he was never my equal anyway, and neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. Oh, I think my average walking speed will suffice once I've finished dispatching you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but that's preposterous. In a transparent attempt at sowing discord between us, I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. Suffice to say, you misunderstand the basic fundamentals of my objectives. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals. What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare.
It's true.
But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What more could I have done? Where did I err?
Ideas over people's lives.
Enough. Please. Your point has been sufficiently made, and I truly lack the capacity to debate you further. I've already sent Augustine everything she needs. But all our communications are on this terminal. It is yours to peruse. Though I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical acumen is not what I'd assumed. All I know is that I was never meant to stop you. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down and notify them of my resignation from the Order. Effective immediately. To believe I
Here I
mattered in
am
the plan's
prepared for
grand
boss fight.
scheme.
We talked this out and he resigns.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control.
That's exactly what
And so
happened.
it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction.
Dang,
You
she
have
is
my trust.
really evil.
See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the auto... Yet we must...
Wait a minute.
I have grown worried. I fear that the last... Use the... I have grown worried. I fear the last thing any of... Use the method... I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, Without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct though the codes
so
will, yet we must
you already
act.
heard that. Nice, I level up. What do we need? That and then
We should return to the incognito. Get on over to the location of those peace talks. Doubt we'll beat the breeze there, but we ought to try.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. I'm greatly relieved to hear it. Did he mention me at all? I'd rather hope that would not come to light. I gather he did not receive the revelation
he
well.
was
I'm sure you also
smart
think me
because
to blame for all of this.
sit down.
But you have to understand my position. How ill-equipped all in the Order are for this new world. With the schism and now the war, the Order stands alone
had
for the
it
first
reminded
time in
to
its
act like-
storied history. Quite right. No time for wallowing. From this point forward, I will lead by example.
That's right.
Or try to. I suppose there really is no other alternative. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable as the business was. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. This key will unlock the case. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Alright, hopefully we can see what weapon is. can't even fast travel from this location. Get out of here. I don't know the second book. One of these doors. I think we came through here.
Yeah. Lay low, Commander. Medic's orders.
Always get lost in this game. we're gonna go this way. We might find some stuff. And then come back. I guess even though they are caught, they don't really matter.
So many lives needlessly lost. Unavoidable. So many dead. Places falling.
At least they didn't attack the refugee camp. That would have been terrible. Fast travel over here. I want to look at the other buildings because sometimes they have a mission that you just hadn't unlocked yet.
Guess they're survivors after all. For now. For now, anyway.
Usually, have buildings that are empty. Last time they
Climate here is a mite more agreeable than Cloister.
Up and at 'em! Swear you take more kindly, don't interrupt. Whichever void brain know nothing decided mantisaurs are more cost-effective than troopers did not include the loss of my patience in the budget.
Hope you're settling into the cognito. You got everything you need?
Almost. Ever thought about bringing an anti-ghost?
Give the word and I'll take care of him, Commander.
What? Oh dang, hold up. I do not want to be an enemy of Auntie's choice. Dang it.
Hope you're settling into the cognito all right. You got everything you need?
Almost. Ever thought about bringing an Auntie's Choice vending machine on board? I ain't all that agreeable if I'm without my snacks.
I've got to introduce you to this novel appliance, name of a refrigerator. You can store and draw from it without ever paying a bit.
Everyone knows a morsel tastes that much sweeter if you gotta pay a premium for it.
Auntie's Choice is the best. Auntie's Choice best. Up, down, up, down, up. If you're not a go-getter, then go. Pleasure not doing business with you.
Okay, so I guess multi-choice on this side. I'm trying to not really decide where to fly. That sounds good. Okay,
Even
this is
just a
Chamber.
mention of Auntie seems to get your
I
blood
just saw what
boiling,
it is.
Laura.
And I'm like,
Don't tell me you judge folk before you get to know them.
I'm sorry. What's there to know? I mean, apart from her bottomless greed and bad.
Hey now, she's much more than you think. She's a visionary. Did you know that the formulation for rehydrated water came to her in a dream?
You definitely just made that up.
Did not. It was part of our training to memorize these fun facts. Potential buyers love them.
Okay, so she's still
I
brainwashed.
seem like your target demographic.
Even though she is.
But I do think you'll enjoy learning about how she has 2 pet teacup canids. Named Mammon and Pretty Penny. Pretty Penny has mauled 3 VPs this quarter, at last count.
I'll be damned.
That better not be what I think it is.
Honestly. Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already... And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. Spectacular! We haven't had a chance to do business with outsiders in welcome! Oh yes, Auntie's... This is where we train Auntie's first division of post-nego... Executive Wojciech says he is pleased to... Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left... The executive welcomes you, but would like... My experimental Mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with...
Hey, Commander. It's... That is exactly...
Designer...
And you...
Okay, that's why when we pack them in for... When we play a war,
I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that...
That is quite... Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion. Still, that
not...
Woj...
Oh, even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the lobby down.
That...
Yes, sir.
We need to do that. Look...
Feel... Excuse...
Hey.
Nothing. Just...
You know...
But I've studied him. Bring it to me. I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra. Just, please, bring me the mutated pupa.
Hey, one of my favorite cereals starts out just like this. Oh. It's not got the best ending, though.
I know.
Damage-prone daredevil, you're getting battered and bruised, brutally battling antis. You're honoring yourself.
Now, on to other things. Don't know about you, but I can do something a little more interesting right about now. Like this.
You never know. got 2 more buildings on this side of the map I want to explore. Just so I don't miss any other side missions, because I know there's got to be a lot of side missions, right? Place to explore.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
The river radius.
Kill them before you die.
How both the purpleberry plant and its parasite are benefited by the relationship as a parasitical relationship. Given that initial classification error, it's a wonder the Auntie's Choice scientists managed to ascertain any subsequent safeguards at all. After some additional casualties, plodding Auntie's Choice field researchers discovered that co-native planetary fauna was well adapted to the parasite and hardly affected by it to any amount. But human colonists were not so fortunate. The PvP worms disrupted the human internal biome to such a degree that the eventual correspondingly large immune response leads to violently explosive diarrhea, resulting in the expelling of the worms, the berries, and most of the person's gastrointestinal tract. Human casualty rates were close to 100%, even when reluctantly given medical attention by Auntie's choice doctors, who were more concerned with upselling unnecessary procedures or prescribing expensive ointments such as their
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
cream that offers no benefit to the fine patient, except possibly smoothing away stubborn wrinkles, according to product literature. However, given the purple berry's non-zero nutritional value and low growing costs, impatient Auntie's Choice administration officials directed their labs to find ways to remove the parasite from the berry. A variety of methods were tested and found effective, but they were all time-consuming and wasteful of the edible portion of the purple berries. So these
Go to the landing pad. Like I said, we'll come back to this
non-cost-effective and rejected out of hand. Eventually, the answer was found, not in a lab, but...
I just made a save just in case something happens to it, we can't come back. You know, there's some events
history book.
Change the world.
Specifically, a history text on Saltuna, a crossbreed of two different earth fish species called salmon and tuna, was found that contained a reference to anisakid nematodes, or salmon worms, with an estimated 70...
Best we start discussing strategy, Commander.
...by these parasites. More importantly, the text contained...
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
We can't let DeVries catch us on the back foot again. We need a plan.
If DeVries succeeds in killing these delegates, it'll be a hell of a lot more than a PR nightmare to worry about. It'll be war.
Not to mention paying her back for the lives she's already taken.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
We're going nice and slow. Can't handle anything.
Confirmed. Per the Earth Directorate Manual, a team formed of multiple agents is vital to success, especially during missions where agent attrition is likely to occur.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
This is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting soothing tunes for your audio canal and enriching content for your cerebral cortex around the chronometer until we achieve ascension. For those of you away in the field or heads down in research during our last shared learning symposium, we offer the following rescreening of Vicar Maxisi's presentation.
Welcome to Zeranium and You.
Go to Free Market Station.
Crucial material.
Haven't been there yet.
Though minute amounts were first discovered in the Beta Draconis system. To the terraforming of Cloister and Eden, since it's become the principal power source for all recognized inhabitants of the system. But it's not without its dangers, and lower risk, efficient utilization took time. Zeranium in its liquid state is volatile and explosive. In its gaseous form, it is toxiferous to organic material. But in its crystal state, it's practically putty in our hands. Not fully safe, of course. We wouldn't sprinkle Zeranium crystals on your nutrient bars, but they won't kill you on immediate contact. Sir?
Careful now. You sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
Experiments with extraction, refinement, and processing, from the harvesting of liquid Zeranium to grinding up crystals for higher yields. Now, Zeranium powers everything from laboratories and outposts to craft and weaponry comparatively safely, and at a greater input to output ratio
And now, addition. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try.
Good day and
Anything, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said, nice day for shady dealings.
Enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on...
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all.
Out that wayward science. Suppose I can't stop you. Just don't let her convince you to do anything that might put you at odds with our security forces. All that aside, enjoy your time on the station. Don't get into any trouble.
I know.
Greetings. What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market.
Those new to the order. Start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago.
Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but as an archivist, it's my duty to collect. And the ACS Free Market is a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter. Free Market Station was hewed from the ruins and built into the settlement it is today. If some independent preservationist would be willing, that's great. I can oft converse with the locals. I'd ask take a look.
Then a prime is any number in the set N2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set N2. A simple definition.
If it inflicts... I think I misplaced it. Browse all... Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you...
Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my story.
Is anybody even listening to... Listen, I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and, I'm sorry. I wish to temper your expectations. I've been having some problems with my... Be happy to show.
Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are
buy from me,
abstract
please.
applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them.
Welcome to the true free market, friend.
My gear has the fewest holes on it. Such as maintaining the security of the...
If you lost it, I'm selling.
Our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data breaks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory store for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numenistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes?
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me. That's all I ask. If we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh?
Dispositions to you all, and good day.
They have a new, Soul like...
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason.
Greetings, pupils! Your always relatable Vicar Monk Sai is here to subvert expectations with an installment of Ask a Vicar that I'm calling Ask a Vicar to Ask a Presiding Bishop. That's right. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar is in the
I expect the other
to answer
parents to
query,
be
which I will
more-
now pose. Why? Bishop, take it away.
Quite the broad question. Do we have sufficient time? It all began 13.7 billion years ago.
Beg your pardon, Presiding Bishop, but I believe this question is a little more specific.
rift. It's making my skin buzz even in here.
Good evening.
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
For securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. That said, it is deeply regrettable that matters on Golden Ridge have not been resolved. But I will now graciously allow the Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders the floor.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow councilors share those grievances, but we are here
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
with the rifts. The true threat.
How are you still upright over there?
Ah, my least favorite
go.
manipulable dolt. Didn't expect to see you here. Though it makes sense you'd lumber in when and where you're least wanted. Again, perhaps I should thank you for earlier. Your oafish fumbling did take that initiate off my trail. Senescent or not, Alva was getting uncomfortably close before you shot her. Think your addle-headed meddling will turn out better here? Mayhap you'll kill the delegates yourself after mistaking them for DeVries. Yes, and that keen lack of discernment is exactly what led you here. On the wrong side of history.
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You'll clearly never understand, but the Order, and I too for that matter, stand to gain immeasurably from this. That is, I skimmed I find it impossible to believe anyone ever convinced Landon Wiley of anything, let alone you. But if so, that's rather unsettling. A most disquieting thought. At any rate, what DeVries has planned should go quite well for me. I mean, the Order, should we prevail here. Well, if I told you everything, you'd be too late. That is, I could recount exact minutes for every meeting of our little coterie. Or we might say, first off, you need to know that you're stupid and your face is all wrong. Sorry. A tossball comes my way like that, I am going to swing. Look, I still despise you utterly. But fine. I'll disable the landing pad security and return to my ship. You'll find DeVries' orders to each strike team on this screen here. One team is in the chamber ahead, taking control of the auto mechs with codes from the Seer. As they secure the station, DeVries will head to the Forum to eliminate the delegates. If you mean to stop her, take this. Her guards have some frightful tricks up their sleeves, and this card will obviate their use of one, should you find the hub in which to use it. That's as much as I can do. May I never see you again.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans. Let me know when you need a distraction.
I say, if she lied about that decision, I say, yeah. She had to go.
Little pick-me-up for you.
She was still lying though.
Look at you, We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his
That
death,
agent made the right choice pulling the trigger, but in the moment it looked like
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more eager for parking than I think.
what is this?
Just imagine the huff.
Oh, just info. We might need this info. Probably use that in the conversation. It does make so. It does make a lot of sense why she wanted that agent killed. Because, like she said, she was getting too close. She's figuring out what was going on.
Every moment we linger in this shell of a place, we're giving DeVries that much more time to enact her plans. I'd rather we move on. Auto save. Trying to infiltrate this place.
This must be the satellite that set an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
So is it Earth tech? Oh, it's tech. This is the right way. There might be like some little thing you gotta open. Some way to get the power on. We gotta go to the other side there. See, we finally got a sniper. How we can power this up. So, go back to the other planet. We'll do the side missions and then actually hopefully the order isn't, mad. They are, we'll just that we made the wrong decision.
Why are we here in Arcadia?
Ah, yes. Our presence in Arcadia.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have. Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I don't envy anyone in the Order's janitorial sciences. They're gonna have a hell of a time scraping him off the walls, and the floors, and the ceiling. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial? No, yeah, of course. It's just true. She's good. After triangling him, all I wanted was to do for up. I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit.
Such a device could never be built on Earth with its paltry resources. So began our sect, the Order of the Ascent.
Bara, you owe me a sparring session. Get your gloves and warm up.
And that, to answer your listener's query, is why we are here.
When I first joined up with you, I figured Milver Street and Carr knew you'd do a good turn for our folk eventually. Thought if I tagged along, it'd be good for my resume or some such. And it seems all of us were right. That real... Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate. You and Ibarra are the first agents I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for Ibarra... No, I get that. Look, ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. How personal are we talking? Couldn't say. I was in it all of... I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded... My commanding officer. And the surgeon who performed the operation, I imagine. I wasn't lucid at the time. When I regained consciousness, I saw that my service pistol was gone, and a termination notice was in its place. I put two and two together. Well, that was a bad morning. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability.
Alright, let's go up here.
Gazing upon the golden spiral, a part that's quite so vital, arcing in a circle motion.